Hi again, fellow unlicensed thinkers. I had never before listened to or read the book Rin No Sho, or the Book of the Five Rings. And I was surprised when I started listening to it yesterday. I went out for a walk and really good information. I mean, a lot of it is just stuff that I had heard before, but put in different ways. But one of the things that really struck me was a concept that I've spoken about often, that they put very succinctly into words that I just thought was absolutely wonderful. And that was, from one thing, know 10,000 things. And I love that wording of it because this is something that I've talked about before, where your world, when you just see or you just think about the individual things, your world is small, your world is closed in. But when you think about how expansive everything is, when you extrapolate from that one thing into 10,000 things, your world becomes a much more complex and beautiful place. It becomes expansive. It becomes just full of wonder. And I actually, I'm pretty sure it's in my book. I don't know if it made it to the first book or the second book. I can't remember right now. But I talk about when you're walking down the street, you can put your head down and, you can feel closed in. And when you look at one thing and you think one thing, that's what you get. You get that closed in, head down feeling. But when I look at a building, and I no longer just see a building, because a building is one thing, but I can know 10,000 things by looking at that building. I can think about where the rock was quarried from that makes up the facade for the building. I can think about where all of the metal came from and all of the jobs that went into producing the metal to build the buildings. And then I can think about all of the people who have these expansive lives. And in those expansive lives, these are the people who created the metal. They have these expansive lives that include living somewhere and going out to dinner. And all of the lives that are touched in their actions of buying a house and having that house built, and where that lumber comes from, and all the people that were involved in building the houses for the people who mined the metal to build the building that I'm looking at. And all of the people that work in the building. And all of the people that come together to help feed and clothe and entertain all of the people who work in the building. So from that one thing, that one building that I can look at, I can either say building, or I can see this expansive universe of 10,000 things. And this is a concept that I've talked about before, and how we should make our worlds bigger and more expansive and more complex, and really look into and think about the things that we just take for granted. Instead of just, oh yeah, that's a building. Well, what went into that building? How many layers deep can I go into what happened to make that building? If I really want, I can take it all the way back to, there are stars that exploded billions of years ago that produced the molecules that now come together to create that building. So from that one thing, I can know 10,000 things, or even more. I can look at this complex universe, this complex environment all around me in everything. And I can be much more appreciative of everything around me by knowing 10,000 things from one thing. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Be sure to hit like and share the video. Have a great day.